formerly
Yes.
Vice Chancellor of UBKV.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Thank you, everybody. Greetings to all participants. The subject given to me for today's talk is the role of agricultural statistics in global economy. Actually, I am being one BSc Agriculture Honors. I learned statistics from my graduation, and till date, I am living on statistics. But I am taught agricultural statistics. I hardly got anyone who has learned this subject, but they felt the need of agriculture in statistics or need of statistics in agriculture. As for example, in India, there is only one institute that is called Indian Agricultural Statistics Research Institute by ICAR in New Delhi, where from I got my PG degree. I found even after my joining the university services, I felt that I am completely alone in country where they felt that they are agricultural statistician. We are all statisticians, but we hardly got what is the agricultural statistics is. Today, any students of mine, once they joined IASRI or any state agriculture university for doing the highest degree in agricultural statistics, after completion of their degrees, they join different services, either private companies as data science experts, or they join as ARS service or university professors in different universities. They are simply called for analysis. So they are asking, or they are needed by the other subject people for doing some analysis. So what is the analysis we learned in our graduation or post-graduation? That is nothing but the central tendency, probability, variance study, then distribution, correlation regression, then design and sampling. These are the mostly common courses, and then there are advanced courses. But I felt hardly these are needed for the subject what I am told to speak today. Tool of agricultural statistics for global economy. We have come across so many experts in agricultural statistics, but hardly there are someone in India. Why? Which are the new innovations, what we apply? We are given the subject more emphasis on the univariate analysis. But today, whatever we learn from other august speakers, they're all talking about the multivariate, because environment, agriculture is all are having multiple variables under study. They are not univariate, but we do our analysis all depending upon the univariate. Today, the time has come to come out from the old techniques. Nowadays, the statistical modeling takes place, which is not just model of a regression model, y is equal to mx plus c. This is the model nowadays we talk about. The probabilistic model is not that important nowadays. Nowadays, the model is called data-centric model, that is applying the artificial neural network, that is applying the multiple regressions, linear or non-linear, that is applying fuzzy regression. Because nothing is exact. We always think that if you go for some yield forecasting, we'll get one exact yield forecasted by one statistical model. But no, that is not really true. What we need one interval of the yield estimated from minimum to maximum that. We have to give more emphasis on the different model like stepwise model, backward model, forward elimination model in multiple regression, which is hardly taught in our degree certifications. We are given the knowledge on analysis of variance, but I already told that we have to give more emphasis on the multivariate study. So we should think about the multivariate analysis of variance. Nowadays, we talk about statistics, but now the new subject is coming up, data science. Data science include everything, and statistics was just a subset of data science. Data science includes statistics, computational statistics, mathematics, business accounting, everything, and all the precision agriculture, then drone-based agriculture, all these are dependent upon the data science. We also think of the, nowadays we are getting so many good open access software. So there are techniques which are free of cost from the websites of the different kind of portals. Even ED has got so many free downloadable software on statistics, but we hardly know how to use and what to use, when to use what technique. So we require basic skill on statistical computation, starting from the undergraduate till postgraduate. Then only we can think of getting more experts on study for the global economy. Nowadays, I hardly learned this subject from my MSc and PhD, but then I had to have my experience while working on the different multivariate techniques, which are very much pertinent in today's subject, today's world of the data science. These are called principal component analysis, factor analysis, discriminant analysis,
Yes, I know
cluster analysis, canonical correlation analysis, canonical correspondence analysis, redundancy analysis, resampling techniques, simulation, metadata analysis. These are so good and so important analyses which are not taught in our BSc, MSc, and PhD courses. Such techniques are so much useful that we may not be knowing that if you go for the GIS remote sensing, this software all made depending upon at the back end all these multivariate techniques. People are using, but what they are using, they do not know. We are taking paracetamol, but how paracetamol is made, we do not know for getting reduction in our fever. We have got so many good projects, national projects, permanent projects like AICRP, All India Coordinated Research Projects in India, All India Network Projects in India, so many national projects like NATP, NAIP by ICAR, but hardly we found a board of statisticians are there for giving them the best suggestion, and there is hardly any feedback study what these projects are really coming out for the real adoption of the innovations for the better life of the farmers. Indian Statistical Service, NSSO, National Sample Survey Organizations, these are all having full of statisticians, but you'll be finding very minimum number of agricultural statisticians. ISI, very famous throughout the world for statistics, but I found so many good students of geology, agriculture, environment science. Once they visited ISI, for getting some recommendations, what they'll be doing with their data, they were told, no, we do not know all these subjects. We only know theoretical statistics, but there is lack of good institutes, lack of good resources who can guide them, guide the students that how to use the application of statistics, either in agriculture or in environment science or in other sciences beyond theoretical statistics. We are also dependent upon the minimum support price. That calculation of the minimum support price, calculation of GDP, all are dependent upon some basic data. But where is data? there are some enumerators. They collect data from the field. But this data, when I was there in IASRI, I used to see that in our university, in our institute's baranda, balcony, all the enumerators are sitting on the floor and they are filling up the blank formats one by one without visiting the field. I came out with one experience of one very good project, E-based surveillance project, that was conceptualized by us, a team of scientists of Bidhan Chandra Kishore Vishwavidyalaya. Then we hello, 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 hello.
We are listening. Please go ahead. We are listening.
Am I audible?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I first time tried to do that kind of enumeration where the enumerators have to visit the field, and once they visit the field, then only the GPS enabled the tab will be recognizing the place which are already registered with the university or with the system. Only those farmers' data will be entered in the tab once they are present in the field. That particular data was really good data because the students or the enumerators are not allowed to put the data on the tab or on the blank sheets, just sitting at their home. Nowadays, depending on the image processing, either drone-based or GIS remote sensing, we can also go for the non-accessible area or even accessible area yield forecasting depending upon the NDVI. Depending upon the different kind of false color combinations, what are already recognized by the techniques of the GIS-RS, saying that which particular crop is now in the field, they can easily identify and they can go for the area estimation and then yield forecasting estimation. Using the image processing technique nowadays, we can also estimate the disease and pest condition of the crop. And so we can go for the disease and pest surveillance and apply the need-based pesticide if required organic or if required inorganic. But we can go for the minimum time, maximum production we can get using the minimum and need-based application of the insecticide. More research are required nowadays, even for the nutrient fortification of crops. In the country like India or Africa, nowadays, if the crop is there, maybe the crop is not having very good yield, but if we get the minimum yield with maximum nutrient fortified, then also we can give best nutrition to the farmers or the rural people. Government of India is thinking to come out with so many farmers producers organizations, farmer producers companies, and customer hiring centers. But I hardly found in West Bengal that these are present actually. We feel that each and every village should have at least one APO or one FPC and at least one customer hiring center, where the farmers will be acting in cooperative mode and the farmers will be getting their instrument or farm mechanization techniques they will be learning from farmers academia, either in APO or in FPC or in any kind of self-help group of the farmers. We have got so many good projects. We hardly study the feedback study that how much our projects objectives are really implemented by the farmers. Once projects are completed, data not available. We have got NATP, we have got NAIP, we have so many good projects. We have so many good funding authorities like DST, DBT, ICA in India. But these projects are maximum times written or submitted by the other scientists, but not the agricultural statisticians. I have been incorporated in so many good projects of national level. After the university has achieved the project without submitting the name of any statistician, once they failed after 6 months or 1 year, that all these data are to be analyzed, then only my name was incorporated. Number of good universities are there in India. They don't have separate agricultural statistics department. Few universities have got economics, extension, and statistics together in under one department. So agricultural statistics, agricultural statisticians, they are far away from the reality, far away from the soil. Our agricultural statisticians do not know much about the climate crisis, climate hazard, natural farming, organic farming. We don't have sufficient data on the number of farmers, number of ITKs, indigenous technical knowledges, number of farmers busy in different kind of cropping, not only the cropping, in different kind of professions like apiary, azolla cultivation, then our mushroom cultivation. There are importance of the farming system research, but except Modipuram, and there is only one AICR project, hardly any scientists have got any contribution for the farming system research. We could not get any farmers taught in good fashion that if your crop is failed, if you have duckady, piggery, goatary, then also you can sustain. We hardly know any green model of the hydroponics, what we can make using the even bamboo. We do not need industrial model, but even the landless farmers at their backyard, they can, using bamboo only, they can grow so many good crops, at least like coriander, like tomato, like chili, all these things. Our statisticians are not audit for this. They only know data computation. Data is supplied by some scientists of different subject. I'll be only going for the analysis. So agricultural statistics and tools of agricultural statistics, a great need for global economy, for counting the climate crisis, for going for the global business, agro business. Only I think IIM Ahmedabad has got 1 degree, that is their postgraduate diploma or postgraduate degree on the agribusiness management. I do not know any institute in West Bengal has got such a degree. We feel there are so many good colleges and universities, they are providing degrees on undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, but there are polytechnic colleges, there are ITI institutes where we need to start agricultural skill development programs. We always do not need the graduates and the postgraduates on agriculture, but we need the skilled agricultural laborers who know how to operate, how to think of the new innovations of farm mechanizations, who know how to go for the green mulching. We had one very good project of the conservation agriculture in West Bengal. It was implemented in Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya. I came to know after my departure from the office that project is now, time is over, but that there is no innovation. Those particular fields which are under conservation agriculture for 3 years. Now again, they will be going under the chemical farming for producing paddy, seed or paddy. Whatever it may be, I need the university will be the, I just think that university should be the hub of the innovations research, but university should have the minimum area under cultivation. All should be participatory, all should be farmers oriented, and farmers should be given the more importance. If the project tenure is over, farmers will be sustainable on those innovations which are given by the universities or ICR institutes. There was one model village concept by Government of India, I think on 2013 or 2014, like that. I do not know, I don't have any data then how and what was the progress of the model village concept, why it was told that every institute should adopt one village to make it smart in agriculture. Smart means either it is on natural farming, or smart means either it is smart in using the precision farming. I do not know how many universities, how many ICR institutes have got adopted, how many villages. We talk about the quality of environment, quality of soil, quality of water, but I found minimum number of papers in India where statisticians are having innovations of the quality indexing of soil, quality indexing of water, quality indexing of air and environment. I only tried my level best with one NDP project in our Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, first time in India, how to have the application of the multivariate and to get the quality indexing of the soil to tell the scientific arena that if you go for the further study, you need not to go for the study on so many variables. Only these particular few variables are important enough to predict the quality of soil. Similarly, under Ganga Quality Monitoring Project of Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, again I came out with very good water quality indexing, or we could tell these particular water quality parameters are sufficient enough to tell that how much polluted is Ganga water is. The techniques are applied in different kind of soil or in different kind of water, but that techniques are now shelved in the university library thesis form or in few publications, but hardly followed by Government of India. Different state agriculture universities and ICRs have so many good innovations, but I feel the Yojana Commission or Planning Commission, they do not take care of the innovations of the institutes, innovations of the universities. I request all the governing authorities of our country and also of the different countries like Africa, Bangladesh, or other Asian countries to think that these universities scientists are trying their level best. Not only statisticians, all scientists, many scientists are working 24/7 for the betterment of agriculture, living good living for the farmers. But we need the application to be really extended through government initiatives, through their 5 years planning after the innovation is. Now students are given the best author award, best thesis award for different subjects by ICAR. It is called Jawaharlal Nehru Award. But I hardly find these particular innovations are implemented in the field of science. So for making Atmanirbhar Bharat, just speak on, keeping on speaking on some prescriptions, but then come out from that particular prescriptions. Once there is farmers agitations, it come out from the new farm bills. Once there is some agitations come out from the new education policy, those things cannot go on. As Professor Dr. Puritesh Bhattacharya was talking about the zero budget natural farming, you may not be knowing ICR has completely rejected ZBNF. So, as Professor Bhattacharya told, that science is always dynamic. And I feel that agricultural statistics, another important subject to be given right place in all the subjects to accompany other subjects to come to better conclusion, better feedback study for the development of the global economy and for making the agribusiness more pertinent for the farmers who are actually really on need, because I think there is so many farmers suicide in our country, like 1995 till 2019. There is a data that 3 lakh farmers had suicide in India. We know that 75,000 crores per year spent on chemical fertilizer and 500 crore per year is given on the subsidy for organic farming. The gap is huge. Innovations are there, but the gap is huge. To come out from all the vagaries of climate, we have to go for the natural farming. So I support natural farming, and I feel till my death, I'll be working for the application of statistics for implementation of natural farming. Thank you everybody for giving me scope to talk on statistical tools, because teaching the redundancy analysis, canonical correlation analysis are, it will be taking much time. So I will not be talking anything much more about the statistical tools. But if I am given scope further in any kind of offline or online classes, how to use statistics for the agribusiness, then I can share my time. Thank you, everybody.